experiences stress, but when is that feeling of being stressed out something that may need our attention? Well, April is Stress Awareness Month, and licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Jamie Zuckerman is joining us this morning with some tips on handling all that stress. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
So we want to get right into it with what are some of the biggest stressors, and then at what point is it overwhelming and we should take some action?
Yeah, so biggest stressors that we have obviously are things like our work, our career, family, kids, finances. And, it's not the big stressors that are of concern. It's more of the day-to-day little stressors and the culmination of them throughout the day.
Absolutely. It's very much situational, but we know that stress can manifest itself and become really serious. And when is that at the point where it's concerning, where we're like, okay, this is going to impact my physical and mental health?
Yeah, so stress is normal, anxiety is normal, it's a normal human emotion. But what I always tell people is that when the stress and anxiety starts to interfere with your daily functioning, when you're not able to get out of bed, when you're not able to focus to the point where it interferes with your work productivity, your ability to be present with your family, your ability to want to be social because you're so absolutely drained.
Now, can you talk to us about what are some of the warning signs of these? Because, we all experience stress, but maybe we aren't sure exactly what those triggers are in terms of the signs.
Yeah, sure. So oftentimes a lot of us don't realize we're stressed until our body takes a hit. So I always tell people to look at the physical stuff first. So are you sleeping? Is there a disruption to your sleep? Sleeping too much, sleeping too little? Are you eating more than usual, less than usual? Is your focus just, not there? Are you not able to watch TV and understand what just happened, or read a book and realize you've read the first couple sentences 10 times? So it's more about, are you really deviating from what your normal functioning is and paying attention to your body, your physical body? Usually people with a lot of anxiety and stress, their immune system takes a hit, so they'll get sicker faster, or they'll stay sicker longer.
Yeah, absolutely. But the good news is, though, Dr. Zuckerman, is that there are things that we can do to manage this. So talk to us about some of those ways.
Yeah, so these are things you can do every day. They don't require much effort, honestly, but you want to make sure your sleep hygiene is something that's regulated. So going to bed the same time, waking up the same time. Don't sleep with your TV on, or your phone next to your bed. Put it in a different room. You want to maintain structure and routine as much as possible throughout your day. When our brains can predict what comes next, we are naturally less anxious and stressed. Try to get out as much as you can, because the vitamin D, being in nature, it decreases our cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone. And then lastly, just move your body. This doesn't mean you need to go to the gym, but just for 5-10 minutes a day, get up, walk around, go get the mail, walk around the block, something like that.
Absolutely. So those are some great tips. But when is the point when someone should say, okay, I actually need to seek professional help?
Yeah. If you find yourself isolating, if you find yourself making excuses to not do things that you normally enjoyed, when you feel like things don't matter, things that used to give you pleasure now just kind of feel numb to you, and when your physical health really is taking a hit, when the worry is excessive, and your heart's racing and you're sweating and you just can't be present and you're agitated, that's a good time to seek help or reach out to somebody for support.
Absolutely. And speaking of reaching out for help and support, where can people go for more information or maybe even resources?
Sure. So I post a ton on anxiety, especially during the month. So you can find me on Instagram, Dr. Jamie Zuckerman, Psychologist. You can find me on my website, drjamiezuckerman.com. And I have a bunch of books and resources on this as well that are all on my website for managing stress and anxiety.
So helpful. Dr. Jamie Zuckerman, thank you so much, as always, for joining us with those helpful tips.
Yeah.